It's a great day in Husker land. Nebraska's just been selected to their first NCAA tournament in a little bit more than a decade, and it's announced that we are playing Texas A&M, the Trev Alberts Bowl. So in this video, I'm going to break down that game and Nebraska's outlook on their bracket, how many games can they win in this tournament, and everything else in between. So real quick, if you like the content, please hit the like button on this video. It's completely free, and it helps me out, along with subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out any more Nebraska football or Nebraska basketball content this March. But without further ado, let's get into it. And right off the bat, man, it just felt good to hear our name called again as that 8th seed. I wanted a 7 seed. Obviously, when you're at that 8 or 9 spot, it's very tough. Even if you win that first game, you're going to be looking straight at a 1 seed going into the second round. So I wanted the 7 seed, but I knew once we lost to Illinois, yep, you're going to get that 8. And man, Texas A&M, we land them. There's a lot of rumors that we were going to play them, especially with the Aggies getting hot. But this is a great matchup for us. Let's put the Trev Alberts thing to the side. We'll talk about that as the video progresses. But Texas A&M is a phenomenal matchup for the Huskers. This is about as good as it possibly gets. Honestly, I was surprised they were a 9 seed. They were looking more at a 10 or 11 seed. We'll talk about Texas A&M, what they bring to the table. This is a team that really, the highlight of their squad is their rebounding and their defense. That really is the best thing about them. However, they are one of the worst offensive teams, not only in Power 6 basketball, but in the country. They shoot 26% from three-point land. That is second to last in all of college basketball. Out of 300-plus teams, they are one of the worst three-point shooting teams. Not only that, they're not very deep. They don't have a lot of guys that can really make Nebraska second guess. But really, if the Cornhuskers want to win this game, they're going to have to dominate the glass, number one, and get shooting, right? Whether that's Keisei Tominaga, whether that is again Juwan Gary, whether that is Bryce Williams, you're going to need to be shooting at a high percentage from the three-point arc, because that's the way Texas A&M wins ball games. They're a defensive-minded team. They're going to stop Nebraska from the arc, from the interior, in order to win. So if Case is getting going, I see no reason why Nebraska doesn't win this matchup and wins it considerably. So this is a great matchup right off the bat. I feel really good about this. You're going to want to watch out for about 2 players for Texas A&M. Wade Taylor, the 4th, averaging about 20 points per game. He's another guard. And then Tyrese Radford, another guard, averaging about 16 points per game. So they have a couple guys who they feel good about. But really, again, this is a terrible three-point shooting team. That's something that kills Nebraska, right? When you see Nebraska losing on the road, whether that is against Illinois in the Big Ten tournament, whether that was against Iowa or Illinois on the road earlier this season, right? They've been terrible on the road. It's been usually because the other teams they play are shooting 40, 50% from three-point land. I do not see this happening in Texas A&M. I see no reason why Nebraska can't win this game. This is a phenomenal draw. Now let's get to the storyline. Let's get to Trev Alberts, and then after I get to Trev Alberts, we'll talk about Nebraska's the rest of the bracket if Nebraska can go far. So talking about Trev Alberts, again, there was rumors this would happen. It happened. This is hilarious, but this is personal now. This is personal. The fact that they just stole our athletic director, that he walked out on us, it makes me even more confident that Nebraska can get the win. So Trev Alberts, man, you better not show up to Memphis, Tennessee, because you're going to get booed like heck. And I hope you do. So let's talk about the bracket in general. So Nebraska is in the South region. And if they're to win this game, I know a lot of Nebraska fans are going to comment, Wilson, all I care about is winning one game, getting that streak off our back, the fact that we've never won a tournament game before. And that's all fine and dandy, but whenever you get to the NCAA tournament, you want to go as far as possible. So let's talk about the second round. If Nebraska are to beat the Aggies, they will likely play Houston. That is not a great matchup for us. Houston is one of the best defensive teams in the country. They're a team that can really line up from three-point range. Honestly, in my opinion, should have been the overall number 1 seed. Not a team I wanted to play. I wanted to play Purdue. I wanted to play perhaps even a North Carolina. Those are teams I think we can beat. We've beat Purdue in the past. You probably have a better chance against them. So Houston's not a great draw. Again, you're going to be needing to shoot insane from three-point range, really, to even have a shot against the Cougars. And that's a team that really has started to flex their muscles as of recently, given the fact they're now in the Big 12. Let's go over the South region as a whole for the Big 10, or not, excuse me. Let's just pull up the South region. Okay, so Wisconsin's below us a little bit. If we were to go on to the next round, if we somehow beat Houston, we would be likely playing Wisconsin or Duke in the Sweet 16. And I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but if you can beat Houston, man, you can beat about just anybody. So Nebraska, man, we're in the tournament. Listen, don't kid yourself. if Nebraska is going to win a game, whether that's against Texas A&M, whether that's against Houston, whether that's against anybody, you're going to need to do what's made you awesome all year long. 3-point shooting. You need to be shooting at least 40% from the field. This is the tournament, man. Teams get hot. You got to be shooting at least 40% from three-point land. Got to crash the glass. We need Reek Mass to have a big game. Josiah Alec to have a big game. And then your defense needs to show up. No more giving up 40 points to the opposing team's best player. No more giving up 80-plus points. That cannot happen for Nebraska, right? Your defense needs to stand up. That's been really something that you've wanted to rely on. Now it's time for it to count. So everybody, if you have money, go over to Houston, Tennessee, or excuse me, not Houston, Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. Houston's in Texas, but go over there, support the boys. I believe we were playing on Thursday. I could be wrong. But go support the boys because we're going to need that home crowd atmosphere. Really support our guys for our first tournament game in a little bit over 10 years. So, again, let me know what you think about this draw down below. Let's beat Texas A&M, guys, and let's show Trev Alberts why, man, he should have never left. That's a bad call by you. I hope this is really a tough start to your tenure over there for the Aggies. But, again, let me know down below. As always, folks, go Big Red, go Fred Hoiberg, and see you in the next one.